Hey there, YouTube. I'm Jack, and this is Raw Tropical Living. Thanks for joining me today. Hope everybody had a good week. I'm shooting this on Friday morning, January the 8th, and it is a little bit cloudy, kind of a chilly day out there. We've had pretty good chilly weather so far. Not too cold, but nice and steady, which last year it was way too warm for my taste. I like a little cool weather. Hell, I lived in the tropics for 18 years, and eventually I'll go back to the tropics. So when I get a little break in these winters from the sweltering summer here, I can take it anytime. Anyhow, today I want to share what I eat today on a mostly raw food diet. First one I've done here in 2021. Guys, if you're not already subscribed to the channel, please go down and hit that subscribe button. Then click on the little bell and check send notifications so you can stay subscribed to the channel and hopefully come check out some more of my content. How's everybody doing so far with their eating in 2021? Come on now, tell me you haven't abandoned your plans, the way, the changes you were going to make, the way you're eating already. I mean, like I said, we're 1 week into the new year. For me, it's just kind of a lot of just like doing the same things over and over and over. I didn't really have a whole lot of changes to make. I just, in 2021, I just want to continue trying to put more nutrition into my body. It seems like every year I pick up an importance, something that I feel like is very important, if just to me, if nothing else. This is the year I got real heavily into sprouting and use sprouts a lot more on a regular basis. In fact, I'd say over the last 6 months, maybe 7 months, I pretty much use sprouts daily. Let's say I use it 5 out of the 7 days of the week. But anyhow, that's all I'm going to do is just kind of keep moving forward, keep tweaking it. Probably won't see a whole lot of major changes out of me at this point because 8.5 years in, 9 years, I'll have been high raw vegan for 9 years in June. Anyhow, breakfast today is a nice big bowl of chocolate chip cookie dough ice cream. Yes, I eat this stuff for breakfast, and I eat ice cream for breakfast almost every day. And chocolate chip cookie dough is just like one of my new favorites. I've got a recipe for it over on my Instagram, which is also Jack Albritton Raw Tropical Living. It's just a real simple little recipe just thrown together, but so good, so nutritious, and this will fill me up for a while. Now this bowl right here, I never can quite tell. Sometimes I eat the whole thing, sometimes I make it halfway through. So I'm going to go sit down, eat this, check out a little bit of social media and start my day, and I'll be back to you when I eat again. All right, it is time for some lunch. Went to the curb market this morning and picked up a few goodies, stocked up on some more bananas, got a few oranges. I haven't been having any orange juice this year. The price just hadn't been that great, but I got some blood oranges and some other oranges amongst other things. But now I have a nice big salad for lunch. And what do I have in here? I have a head of romaine lettuce, full head of romaine lettuce. They're already mixed in. You won't be able to see them, but I've got about a handful of lentil sprouts. I've got some steamed white sweet potatoes. These are good. And I've got miso Caesar dressing. This is a dressing by Melissa over at Raw Food Romance. I use a lot of her recipes. Pretty much about, I'd say about 9 out of times I make a salad, I use one of her recipes. And the rest of the times I use one of mine. I'm not a big recipe guy. That's why it's funny on Instagram. I have people all the time. Anytime I show a piece of food, what's the recipe? And most of the time it's just stuff I'm throwing together. I don't pay attention to the amount all that often, unless I'm doing somebody else's recipe like I'm doing hers. And also, a little trick that I do every day with my salads, or whenever I have salads, is I always sprinkle dulse granules on there. Just Google that, dulse granules. It's good in iodine, very good in iodine, and it's a good way to boost it a little bit. So I sprinkle a little bit on there, bing, bang, boom. Got that in there, got my sprouts in there, got big head of romaine in there. So, yeah. Now I'm gonna sit and eat this, and when I eat these big salads like this, I take my time. This will probably be, I'm gonna guesstimate, this will be like about 45 minutes, an hour to take this one down. So gonna eat, and I'll be back to you guys in a little bit. Needed to get outside for a bit. Went down to the park and took a little bit of a walk, but it is cold out there. It's about 42, 43 degrees. I know not that cold to some of you folks up north, up in Canada, but it definitely is chilly for me, and the wind was blowing. So I think probably I'll put another layer on and try to get back out there and get a little bit more walking later, just move my body some. But yep, it was time to eat again. I've actually been pretty hungry today, and it is that time of the day for a green smoothie. Now I have green smoothie, like my salads, I have green smoothies, not every single day, but I try to get them every day. I would probably say that I have maybe 5 green smoothies a week, maybe 6 green smoothies a week. I always miss a day here or there, but this one I don't really, like I said, I don't really pay attention to exactly how much of anything I put in there, but I think I've got about 9 bananas in there, as much kale as I could cram in there. I cram the kale in there, I blend it once, and then I cram some more down in there. If you try that double blend, and you can get more in there. I also have some Daily Green Boost in there. I like that. I'm just always trying to get more greens in. More greens, and this helps me do it right here. This is a good organic barley grass juice powder. Been using it for years. I've been using this stuff for at least 4 years now. Maybe longer, because I think I was buying this and taking it back to Costa Rica with me. But anyhow, and then also I've got a little bit of cacao in there, and I've got some blackstrap molasses for the calcium and a little bit of extra iron. Now I'm going to sit down. This is another long one, and if you see what's in there, I told you how many bananas, but about 9 or 10. I've probably got this much more in the pitcher in my kitchen, so it's going to take me a while to work on this one. When I make one of these smoothies, I'll sip on this while I'm working for the next 30, 45 minutes, and it's 2 o'clock right now, so I know I'm going to get hungry before I go to bed this evening. So I'll definitely be coming to you for one more feeding at some point. So, all right, I bundled up, went for a walk, and now I'm going to finish off the day with just a little something. Just need a little something on my stomach before I called it a day. And I had some leftovers in the fridge. I had a little small, like tiny part of a head of romaine lettuce, and I had half an avocado, so I made kind of half-assed one of Melissa's dressings, and I blended the avocado with it, and yeah, just kind of got a little small light salad to finish off the day with. And you know, as I was making this dressing, I just realized something, you know, from the different places I go online, you know, whether it's on Facebook or throughout the years when I'm trying to help people through this channel or whatever. Sometimes it's hard for me to relate, because I'm very, very utilitarian when it comes to food. Even before I came to this lifestyle, it used to drive me crazy if I was around people that like had to have a culinary experience every time they ate. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, and don't get me wrong, like all of my food I like, but the point I'm getting at is sometimes it's just fuel. Sometimes it doesn't have to be, oh my God. I've been, you know, playing around in some beginner vegan groups, and you know, I talk to beginner vegans all the time. And sometimes like it's just like they are looking for a gourmet experience like every time they eat something. And if you can find that, that's okay. But like I say, I like the simple, and a lot of times when I just need to put some food in my stomach like this, I'm just like, oh, what have I got in the fridge? Okay, how can I use that? And it's probably not going to be, I'm not going to sit here and go, oh my God, that's the most epic salad I've ever had. But I tasted a bite before I started this last little segment, and it's good. It's tasty. It's going to fill me up. So, just my 2 cents worth. Anyhow, hope you guys have enjoyed this video today. And like I say, if this is the first time you've seen me do a what I eat in a day video, I'm not trying to cover the bases every day. Like, in other words, like I don't get everything necessarily every day, but I try to hit, you know, get my greens in, get my sprouts in, get my fruit in, and over the course of a week, I think I'm doing pretty good. So anyhow, hope you guys enjoyed it. If you like it, please give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you again in a couple of days. Peace.